excited to be back with the latest Star Stable news for you guys.
And this week is indeed epic! Because I've heard that a special someone is currently visiting Fergrove.
We are, of course, talking about Gary Goldtooth, who has come to visit from the Mistfall Mountains.
When Gary comes around, he always brings some beautiful, magical Jorvik wild horses with him.
The Jorvik wild horse will look like a normal horse within cities and villages, but out in the wild where the Pandoric energy is strong, they change into a magical color.
This time, Gary has brought the bigger variations of the magical horses he's previously shown us in 3 colors.
First magic horse up is this pretty Palomino, who turns into a shimmering golden whenever the Pandoric energy is strong.
Second horse is a Bay Dun Beauty, whose Pandoric color variation is a mix of deep purple, pink, and peach.
The third horse Gary has for us is a dashing dapple gray, but whenever it's exposed to Pandoric energy, it turns snowy white with fierce rainbow details.
Which one of the magical horses is your favorite, Ylva?
I really like the purple peach one. Ooh, which one's yours?
I love the white one with the rainbow details.
Oh, it's really nice. I like that one too. Which one is your favorite? You can vote for your favorite in the poll that we made for you right here.
There it is! Oh,
are you okay?
Ma'am? These horses have no level or reputation requirements, and you can find them at Gary's camp in Fergrove.
Gary has been here for a week already, and he will stay with his horses for another week, so make sure that you go by and check them out before they leave.
Don't forget to share all of your images and videos of your new wild friend, and use the hashtag YorvikWild.
If we reach 5,000 shares on the hashtag, we will give out something special and secret, but it's very epic. So go share!
The parallel world Pandoria is a mystical place with strong magical forces and mystical creatures.
It's been very difficult to open a portal and go to Pandoria from our realm, especially since the last working keystone is in a non-working state, so to speak.
But the last time we met Evergrey, he mentioned that a wild rift might reoccur on Jorvik. And right now, there is a Pandoric rift open on Jorvik.
The rift will take you and your starter horse to a small part of Pandoria where you can go explore the area. Keep in mind though that you need your starter horse to be able to go.
The rift is a little unpredictable, so it changes locations every day. There is no way of exactly knowing how long it will stay open, as this phenomenon sometimes appears and then disappears after a while.
And no one seems to know why. To be able to go to Pandoria through the Pandoric Rift, you must use your starter horse, and you must have finished the quest with Elizabeth Sunbeam in Fripp's lair, where she says it's time to talk about the Starbreeds.
This week, you can complete your look with a cool headband from a store in Dundle, so remember to ride over to Mistfall and have a look.
This week, Eddie and Ferdinand's horse market is up and running by the Jorvik stables. This upcoming weekend is not like the regular weekends. It's finally time for
Double Circle Weekend! So keep an eye on our website right here this Friday through Sunday for some epic deals.
That was all from today's Star Stable news. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today.
It feels so good to be back! If you want more Star Stable news, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and check out all of our other social media. The links are in the description box below.
Check back with us next week for the latest game news.
Hej då!
Vad tog du vägen? Här är jag. Inte du.
Man,
I'm sorry. We're super excited, super back with the super awesome news for you, super guys. Excited? Am I excited? Are you excited? I'm excited. Okay, too excited. Well, excited.
Gary Goldfoot.
Gary Goldfoot, you guys.
I can hear your footsies. Stop. When Gary comes around, he always brings some beautiful, magical...
I thought you bit me in the butt. First magic
These horses.
Sorry,
Matt.
that wasn't.
Get out.
Get out of the door.
The world Pandoria is a mystical place where the magical forces are strong and there's creatures that are strange.
You're making things up again.
Yeah. It's a As this phenomenon sometimes appears and then disappears after a while.
Yeah, no one seems to know why. Like, come on.
Get your business.
You're the only ones who have access to Pandoria. How can you not know why? Pause this.
Bye.